You can see literally for miles in all directions. Check that out. So unfortunately someone probably had an accident. All right, this is our second time summiting Mount Snowdon in one day, which is pretty bonkers to even say that. It is so hot and we're so exposed.
Ultra Trail Snowdonia 50 is a 50k mountain ultra by UTMB held in North Wales. This beautiful but savage course takes runners on a mini tour of Snowdonia through various technical mountain trails. Containing a whopping 11,000 feet of elevation gain, it has 4 major ascents and descents, including 2 of Mount Snowdon itself, the tallest mountain in Wales, standing at 3,560 feet. Having just DNF'd the Thames Path 100, a 100-mile ultramarathon at mile 84 the week before, I wasn't sure about this one. Had I recovered and was I fresh enough for such a technically demanding and elevation-filled race? I drove up to North Wales to find out. This is my account of taking on UTS 50 2023. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off they go! I'm Craig, this is Running Cafe, and this is Ultra Trail Snowdonia 50 2023. Let's go! Alright, we're about 3k in, we've left the race village and we are now well on our way on the UTS 50. We're going up, I believe, the path to Mount Snowdon at the moment, and it's absolutely gorgeous weather-wise. There is not a cloud in sight, I can't see one, and it's going to be a very hot day, possibly one of the hottest days of the year, so staying on top of nutrition and hydration is going to be crucial. Okay, let's keep the show on the road. Okay, first main ascent is almost finished. We're almost up Snowdon for the first time by the Lamberis path, and it's very weird to be coming up here without it absolutely pouring it down with rain or there being snow or something. You can see literally for miles in all directions. Check that out. It's absolutely fantastic day today. Yeah, we're very lucky to be running this ultra marathon in such brilliant weather. Got a small runnable section before the last slog to the summit, then we're going to be going downhill onwards and upwards. Let's keep this train moving. Right, this is our first proper scrambling section. I believe we're coming down on the pig path on the other side of Snowdon now. Yeah, it's definitely keeping us on our toes. I'm enjoying it so far. This has got to be one of the main reasons why I love trail running, especially like this, because you've got to be constantly thinking about your next move, where your foot's going to go. You've got to be fully locked in, and it's basically impossible to zone out. And yeah, you can get properly into the moment. Right, we've just had to stop for about 3 minutes or so. There was a helicopter that needed to pick someone up. I think it was a mountainside rescue. So unfortunately, someone probably had an accident. But yeah, the field was fairly staggered. It's not anymore. Lots of the runners are bunched up now. At this stage in the race, whereabouts are we? We are at approximately 10.6 kilometers in, and I'm feeling good. Just had an energy gel, in addition to some solid food. I had a bar as well. And yeah, what an absolutely lovely day to be doing this. Not long now until aid station number 1. Let's carry on.
And there we have it, checkpoint aid station number 1. I'm at 15.5 kilometers in, 2 hours 30 on the clock, and I'm still feeling pretty decent. It is very hot right now, but it could be worse, could be torrential rain. Thank you. So yeah, just make the most out of it. Keep getting these kilometers in, feeling good so far. I'm gonna take my time at this aid station to get some nutrition, get some drinks, make sure that I'm feeling well equipped to take on leg number 2. Let's do it. I'll tell you what, kilometers 15 to about 18 was quite different. That was a really muddy, boggy section, complete contrast to the jagged mountainside rocks we've had up to this point. And I believe we're shortly going to be making our way up our second big ascent in this 50k. We're currently at 3,400 feet in elevation gain, so we have got about 6,700 to go. In other words, we best get climbing. Okay, I'm at 23.6 kilometers, 4 hours 10 minutes in, and I've clocked up 5,260 feet in elevation gain. We're almost at the end, hopefully, fingers crossed, of our second massive ascent. These big climbs are really taking it out of me, and it's being compounded in terms of difficulty by the really hot sun. It's absolutely scorching today, but yeah, making good progress. I believe at the end of this hill we're going to have the second aid station, so that'd be nice. Get some more water in the bottles, get some food, and carry on. But I'm enjoying myself so far. This is a really fun run. Right, let's get to the top of the second climb and keep on keeping on. Alright, this is our second time summiting Mount Snowdonia in one day, which is pretty bonkers to even say that. Now we're going to head down. We've clocked up 6,600 feet in elevation gain, and I'm not going to lie, that second massive climb felt like it went on forever. My legs are pretty knackered now, but they've still got a lot left to give. I definitely can feel them getting a bit fresher now. We're going downhill, which is good. And I've used poles today for the very first time in a race, and I've got to say they've made a massive difference in keeping my legs fresh. And it's nice to be able to use a bit more of your body, your arms, instead of just relying on your legs the whole time. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these poles, especially for crazy mountain trail ultras like this. So let's get back down this mountain and carry on. We're at about 25.9 kilometers in. Okay, I've just left aid station number 2. I'm at 6 hours and 1 minute, 32 kilometers and 6,692 feet of elevation gain. Just taking about 10 minutes in that aid station to really sort myself out. I got lots of water, some Coke, had a few sandwiches, and I also had a few bananas. Just want to make sure that I stock up as well as I can for the next leg. Apparently we just did the hardest and the longest climb in this 50k, which is great news for me because that climb was relentless. It went on forever. We've got 2 big climbs to go. One is coming up now. Let's get back on the road and finish UTS 50k. I'm having a blast so far. Let's keep it up. Right, we've just finished our third big ascent. We're now coming down on the descent, and I've got to say, guys, I'm actually blown away at the view that I am looking at right now. Check that out. I tell you what, there are worse ways to be spending your Saturday afternoon. Absolutely unbelievable. That aid station stop about an hour ago really sorted me out. I was feeling a little bit knackered and done in, to be honest, but I had some Coke, a bit of food, and we took quite a gentle hike up that third ascent, and now I'm feeling a lot fresher. Right, third and final aid station awaits before we look to the finishing straight. Okay, we've just left the third and final aid station. I'm at 7 hours and 46 minutes in. We're at roughly 40 kilometers and we've climbed 8,600 feet in elevation gain. We've got one more big peak to take on. We've got to ascend that and descend it. Then we're going to go back to Lambris, back to my National Slate Museum, where we're going to finish UTS 50. It's been a fun journey so far. I've got to say the temperature has made this a bit tricky, but other than that, I'm having a blast. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's carry on UTS 50. Right, the first 3 kilometers out of the third and final aid station have been quite nice. We've taken a gentle climb up to the start of this bigger climb here, so looks like things are about to change. But yeah, there's been a couple of streams. I've taken opportunities throughout this just to stop, dunk my hat in and just soak my head in cold water, because oh my word, honestly, for anyone that raced this today, you'll know it is so hot and we're so exposed on these mountains, so it's easy to feel extremely warm whilst we're running. So yeah, I have been making an effort to not push myself beyond my limit, because I know that will not end well. God, I tell you what, the fourth climb feels like it's never ending. I shouldn't complain too much because at least we've got grass underfoot. This is nothing in the grand scheme of things when you compare it to the second climb, which started literally at valley level all the way to the very top of Mount Snowdon, and there's so much scrambling to do as well. So I guess I can count myself lucky in that respect, but at this stage in the race this is feeling extra hard, but I've just got to suck it up and get this done. And we're back in Lambris. I'm just seconds away from the finish line. This has been one of the craziest races I've ever done, but I've loved every single second of it. And there is the finish line. I'm Craig, this is Running Cafe, and I just ran UTS 50 2023. Hey.
They are coming in bunches.
That was my experience running Ultra Trail Snowdonia 50. Definitely one of the funnest and most challenging ultras I've done so far, and as you saw, we were treated to some exceptional views every step of the way, which made this one extra special. In terms of my official placement, I finished 293rd out of 875 finishers in a time of 10 hours, 23 minutes and 12 seconds. Given that I was a week out from my 100-mile DNF when I rocked up at the start line, I'm happy to have just finished this beautiful
simple but savage course. If you're looking for a trail running challenge and want to try something a bit more technical, I'd highly recommend this one. I had a blast and I loved every minute of my UTS 50 experience. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Craig. I'll see you in the next one. Happy running.